Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lanolin, and we are back with episode 31 of my modded Minecraft Let's Play series. So, I've actually kind of grown accustomed to starting in my office, in my lovely, lovely office, and actually it's getting dark outside. I wish this worked. Wish I could, like, spy on things super far away. But anyway, no spying this episode. I actually did a little bit of work. Oh, a little preview. Oh. But we have to get some stuff together before we run down that corridor. This episode, what I want to do is get that wool farm together. Now, eventually my portal did shut off. I just kind of let it run because I kept tossing stuff in there actually as I came across more resources, because it's good to have a nice, we're going to be needing some of this stuff. Nice to have a little bit of a backlog. So, as we were, I want to check our XP. It's pretty slow. I swear this thing was nerfed at some point, because I would have had maximum XP at this point. So anyway, we're going to make the wool farm today. And this wool farm is actually going to be way, way, way down here. This is behind the portal, as you can see. This is kind of a work in progress, this corridor. I have a really cool idea. Something that was recently put into Botania I want to use for this. Now, no spoilers, you have to find out in the next upcoming episodes, but we need to go to the end before I can make it. So, we'll probably be heading to the end at some time soon. Super soon, actually, like maybe the next episode soon. So anyway, this is where we're going to be building our wool farm. Now, as you know, if you look, you just type in wool, you can see that there are 15 plus wool, white colored wool. So there are 16 different colors of wool. So we need 16 sheep. And there's a lot of sheep that we have to somehow get down here. Now, there's a really easy way that we can deal with that. However, I mean, we still need 16 sheep. It's going to require a lot of space and a lot of fence. So I have a lot of fence and all that fun stuff. It's kind of ugly for now, but of course, once we're finished with the build, we will pretty it up as the usual. So anyway, let's go build some toys that are going to help us out. It's a super long run right now, which hopefully in the future I'll be able to fix. But again, we have to go to the end first. So the first thing that we're going to need, probably one of the most important parts, is the timer. The timer is going to help ensure that we're not constantly trying to pull wool off the sheep, because they're not going to have wool all the time. So we want to have a timer. The golden lasso from Extra Utilities. Ooh, it has an energy exchange value. That's cool. But yeah, this will help us get those sheep from wherever they're at to our base. We'll see. I'll show you how they work. They're pretty neat. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, we need a pestle and mortar from Botania. We need a bunch of drawers to put all the wool in. 16 drawers to be exact. Is that it? Pretty sure. Oh, and of course we're going to need some Botania stuff, because like I said, we're going to be using Botania to make this wool farm. And we're going to need the drum of gathering. We're going to need the actually, we don't need this. This is actually something that I wanted to make. The extrapolated bucket. It's really, really cool. Now, one thing I mentioned actually in the past is that we happen to be living in a biome where there's little pools of water everywhere. I mean, you can see on the map. There's these little ponds all over the place. It's like that all the way to bedrock. So it is really, really annoying to dig things out, because I'm constantly running into those pools of water, and there's water everywhere. And yeah, it's really annoying. So this extrapolated bucket does some really cool stuff. I'm going to show you down here because there's no torches or anything. Where is my... There we go. So whenever you have liquid on the ground... Oh no, there's water everywhere. That's so annoying. You just pick it up with the bucket. Completely gets rid of it. Now, I actually haven't tested if this works on lava, but I imagine it would. I mean, it's made out of some pretty nice stuff. It's aluminium, right? Pretty sure it's called aluminium. Yeah, aluminium. Oh man, a creeper. So anyway, I'm pull out my bow here and take out this creeper. This bucket's going to help me out personally in regards to where we're living, or where I'm living. There's so much water everywhere, and holy crap, it's annoying. So I think that was it. Oh yeah, and we need one more. We need a mana spreader as well. Not only do we need a regular mana spreader, we need a redstone mana spreader, because we have this timer. It's going to make sure that the mana spreader doesn't constantly try to shoot mana And of course, it's going to supply the redstone signal that the mana spreader will need to shoot mana. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to constantly try to drain out the mana pool, which is no good. No good at all. Do I have any coal on me? Oh, nice, I do. I've been trying to replenish our mana supplies since our communication with the elves. It's been very slow. Very, very slow indeed. In the future, we definitely need to... I need to work towards a better source of mana, because there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do at Botania. Like, we've barely scratched the surface of Botania, but to do some of the really cool stuff, we need more mana. But for now, let's get back to what we were doing. Let's go ahead and put you away. I'll hold the bucket out for now. Oh yeah, the pestle and mortar. I'd really doubt that we're going to find every single color of sheep out there in the world, and I'm really not trying to do that. Oh, the stars look so cool. I'm really not trying to find each color out there in the world, so we're going to have to dye them. And I'm actually curious if the... Oh, well, as you can see, if you use the portal and... Or the portal. The pestle and mortar. Ah! The pestle and mortar. With a petal from Botania, you get powder, which, you know, acts just like dye. And I'm curious if it works on sheep. Because this dye doesn't always work necessarily with stuff that needs dye. I can't think of any examples at the moment. I just know that I've run into a case where this stuff didn't work as a dye in a crafting recipe. So anyway, let's sleep and let's go on the hunt for sheep. Well, actually, no. Actually, before we do that, we should probably set up our pins so we have somewhere to put them. Run, 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 run. Again, we're going to take care of this run here pretty soon. Well, depending on how difficult it is to find a portal to the end. In my test world, the portal to the end area that I found was like totally spawned, totally weird. And I couldn't, like, there was no end portal or anything, so I don't know what happened, but I couldn't do it in my test world, so hopefully there's no issues like that. But yeah, it was really strange. I don't know what happened, but anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So yeah, they don't have a whole lot of room to move around, but, you know, they have enough. I experimented with making their, you know, cages bigger, just so, you know, they have some room to kind of romp around and have some fun. But I really couldn't do it. Like, I didn't have the flowers that we're going to be using from Botania. Just didn't quite have the range. Whoops. To give them too much space to run around. But that's okay. We'll make it nice in here, and they'll be happy to be in here, even if there's not too much square footage. So we're just going, right? I hope... Oh, I didn't make enough. Oh, well. Well, let's go start getting some sheep, and I'll be back. All right, so we're back, and this is going to be one of those, again, one of those rare occasions where I fly around as a bat. I can't really think of too much flight, or like decent flight, that we could make right now. The only things that I can think of that I could make that would allow me to fly all kind of suck. Like, you kind of fly, but it's not really flying. It's more like, I mean, honestly, it is more like falling with style, where it is kind of like gliding through the air at little puffs, puff, 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 puff. But anyway, I'm going to grab this guy, mostly because he has a hat. And I think that'd be really cool. So the gold lasso, pretty easy. Just right-click. Now we have a sheep in here. And it'll keep everything about the sheep, including its color. Oh, another one with a hat. All right, I'm going to put you down. I'm going to grab this guy. He has a hot dog on his head. Yeah, it'll keep everything about the sheep, including if they have a hat or not, or whatever color they are, or, you know, anything about them, including like their health and everything. So it's definitely cool. So anyway, this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the next however many minutes. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to grab 14 more sheep, and I actually went ahead and made some more fence. So I can go ahead and put these down. And I'm sure you're wondering, why didn't you go all the way to the edge of the wall? Well, I actually don't know why I didn't go all the way to the edge of the wall. So I might fix that while I'm gone. So, oh, actually, no, I know I didn't go all the way to the wall. Never mind. It, again, has to do with like range stuff. This is actually a little bit wider. I should mention, actually, the size. It is 11 by 20. Now, it doesn't need to be 11 by 20. In my test world, what I came up with, a nice good build, the smallest I could get it was 11 by 17. I made this just a little bit larger, just in case I need to add anything extra going forward. Plus, you know, other builds and stuff. Why do I keep doing that? So anyway, I'll be back and go get some more sheep, finish this up, and we will continue. Yeah, I forgot I actually wanted to test to see if this orange powder worked, and it does. Nice. I think this one is the white sheep. I actually found a black sheep. Yeah, nice. Which is pretty cool. I didn't, you know, like I said, I'm not going to, you know, purposely search for different colored sheep, but, you know, if I come across one, absolutely I'll take it, because that's one less sheep I have to die. So, I'll be back. All right, we are back, and right now we're going to make what's going to help us retrieve all of this wool, because right now it's all just going to fall on the ground. The drum of gathering is going to help us, you know, shear the sheep. Whoa. The drum of gathering will help us shear the sheep, which, you know, it's actually pretty easy to make. But it'll shear it, but it's just going to drop on the ground. Well, to take care of that, we need to make ourselves a hopper hawk. Da-da-da. And I needed more runes of air, actually, to do this. But no big deal. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, if you have pneumatic craft installed, you can use pneumatic craft as a means to create dyes as well. And it was a very convenient way to create lime dye. So if you have some repulsion plant seeds laying around, and you need some lime dye, there you go. Little tip. You could take that one to the bank. So, anyway, I came in here because I needed some regular seeds. Because, yeah, like I said, we're going to make the hopper hawk. Hopper hawk. Bam. Oh, yeah, we also need to make some redstone root. Almost forgot. Piece of redstone. And I think I have... There we go. Nice. Okay. And then, like all other plants, you pretty much just walk over here and... Oh, yeah, I need some water. Bump. And just toss them in there. Redstone root. And 1 rune of air. And some seeds. Bam! Hopper hawk. Now, right here it says you can make the hopper hawk petite, which is a hopper hawk, but it has a smaller range. And, of course, we can make the floating ones as well. But we don't need a floating one. We don't need a floating one at all. Because we're actually going to be able to hide. We're going to be able to hide where we put this stuff. I think I have everything. Oh, no, I used one of my drawers by accident. Oh, I must have used... That explains why I have 2 of these drawers still. Man. That sucks. I wasn't paying attention. So let me make another drawer real quick. Pretty easy. Because where I'm storing the wool is actually quite far away from where the wool farm currently is, and I think I'm going to use an ender chest to transport it. I was going to use a whole bunch of ender IO conduits, but I changed my mind because it's pretty far away for now. Eventually, we're going to have it all hooked up, and it's going to be awesome. Whoops. But yeah, I think ender chest would probably be easiest. So anyway. Let's go ahead and get this wool farm finally set up. I'm pretty sure we have everything we need. If not, you know, we can always grab some more stuff. So, first things first, we got to install some sound mufflers, because holy crap, these guys are annoying. I'm pretty sure I need 2. Because I don't think 1 is enough. Yeah, obviously not. There we go. Cool. So, they're all quiet and stuff now, so we don't have to worry about hearing them. And let's dig. This is like the center-ish, right? Right here. Yes. See, now this is why I made this bucket. Because I need to work down here, and all this water is down here, and I figured it'd be easier if I just went ahead and made this bucket and sucked up all the source blocks. Wow, it doesn't... It's replenishing faster than it can eat it. Well, making this bucket ended up not being very useful. But I'm sure it'll be useful in the future, just not right now. So... Screw it, I'll just do it this way. You know, that being said, actually, since it didn't work as well with water as I would have hoped, that pretty much confirms that it definitely works with lava. Because I mean, if that's all it could do, I mean, it'd be kind of lame, right? Right? I mean, that logic is sound. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, these sheep are up here, and we're going to shear them, of course, using the Drum of the Gathering, which is pretty neat. All we pretty much have to do is just place it down somewhere central to where all the sheep are, which should be right about here. Nice. Now, at the moment, it doesn't do anything, obviously. We need our redstone mana spreader. Oh, a mana pool. That's what I forgot to make. All right, give me a second. I'm going to make a mana pool. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and I have myself a mana pool. So yeah, this thing does require a little bit of... or it's not so much that it requires mana, it's that it requires a mana burst. Mana burst is... I will actually show you right in a second what a mana burst is. That should be good right there. Go ahead and place our mana spreader, like right there. It doesn't need to be on any particular side. It can be on whatever side. It can be above it if you want. Actually, above it's not a bad idea. Actually, no. Above it doesn't work. Because I actually need to put this timer. Now, this is actually the first time I've used the RF Tools timer. By the way, I installed RF Tools. I don't know if I actually mentioned that. I installed RF Tools. Just in case I didn't mention it, I installed RF Tools. Pretty cool mod. And I'm going to use the timer instead of the Blue Power timer or the Project Red timer, because I'm curious how it works. Let's give you, I think, about a 45-second delay is perfect. Whoa. Restart itself when it sees a redstone pulse at its input, so... yeah, pretty much works just like any other timer. But actually, to test this, I think I'm going to put it at 5 seconds. Actually, no, not 5 seconds, because we want to actually see this thing work. So, let's put it back at 45 seconds. I don't want to put mana in this yet. I want to make sure the Hopper Hawk is set up. So let's put the Hopper Hawk right there. Forgot, need a piece of dirt. See, because it's going to be down here, so I'm not really worried about its... actually, I changed my mind. To put you, again, in a centralized location, right there. Just to make sure that it can get everything. Now, obviously, we're going to go and test to make sure that it reaches all the spots, but that should be good. And then next to that, you need to make sure that there's some sort of inventory nearby that it can place items into. I don't actually think the inventory needs to be right next to it. I think it can be just anywhere near it. So let's actually hop out of here and grab a chest. I actually meant to make an inner chest before I started, but I kind of forgot. So we're just going to use a normal chest for now. Or a couple inner chests, actually. Yeah, because we don't want it to go into... actually, I guess I'm not using an inner chest right there. But anyway, just a regular chest for now. It's a proof of concept type thing. Then in the future, I'll probably have an inner chest built off camera, and then we can work about where we're going to store it. So anyway, let's go ahead and put that guy right there. Now, anything we throw on the ground, he should pick up. Wow. You want to try it again? Anything we throw on the ground, it should pick up. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, no, there he goes. He doesn't need mana nearby. I was about to say he might need mana nearby to work, but nope. You work just fine. Gonna put my... actually, I guess I'll leave my ring off for now, just so there's no issues. So anyway, once we toss mana in here, this should go. Boom. Oh, you hear that little snip? You are not working properly. Set the delay in ticks. 20 ticks is... it's in ticks. So it needs to be 600 for a minute. Um, 20 ticks is 1 second. So 45 times 20. I need you to be 900. I think my math is right. 20 ticks is in 1 second. I want this to tick for 45 seconds, so 900 ticks. All right. Cool. Nice. So this should go every 45 seconds, and we should look and see that all of this is in here. Oh, and it picked up my mana tablet too. This doesn't use very much mana at all. We can test and see. There's plenty of mana still left in it. Actually, even toss just a little bit more in there. That should be plenty for a good amount of time. And it'll also work as kind of a buffer. Not a buffer. I don't know, just kind of like an on-off switch, basically. When it runs out of mana, it will... There we go. 45 seconds. How did you bump twice? That's kind of weird. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, there we go. Now, all these guys right now don't have grass under them, so they're not going to refill their wool. Like, none of them have grass under them. I kind of pre-placed the grass and then realized that I needed to make it a little bit bigger. And yeah, that's why there's like grass strips. So yeah, off camera, this guy will be able to eat. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. What I'm going to do actually is come back. I'm going to place all the grass properly and kind of set it up a little bit. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get this dirt to turn into grass. Because right now it's just dirt. We need it to be grass so they can eat it and grow. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And yeah, I wasn't quite thinking as I was putting the sheep down that I should put the dirt down first. Didn't even cross my mind. So anyway, I accidentally killed one of the sheep. I swear he jumped in front of my blade. I swear. But yeah, he got in my way and ended up getting smacked for it. Wasn't on purpose. He just, yeah, oh, I missed one. Yeah, there we go, fixed. So anyway, as you can see, there's no grass in here, and sheep need grass to eat to regen their wool. So what we can do is we can get these cool things from Botania called the pasture seeds, which I think we've actually, we used these before to make the floating flowers. Well, they have other uses too. They actually allow you to grow grass. Da, 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 da. Now, they work in kind of a small, there we go. They work in kind of a small area, so unfortunately I'm going to have to waste, I mean, I guess I don't actually need to waste a pasture seed on this one. But yeah, so I'm going to run down here and put another one down here. I think it's like a 7x7 area, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's just kind of what it feels like. That kind of seemed like what it felt like. There we go. Cool. So that one's done. I'm obviously gonna need to go make more pasture seeds, but there you go. That is pretty much it. So I would call this actually a done build. This is it. What I'm actually gonna do. How much time do we have left? I think we have enough time. I'm gonna make a couple ender chests. How did you get? Oh, that's right, because I was breaking things. Man, this thing picks up everything. If you don't have a magnet, it is not safe. It will be picked up. It can actually be kind of convenient, you know, if you're like working in a big area, rather than putting stuff back into a chest or whatever, you can just throw it on the ground and have the hopper hawk pick it up and then have it sorted that way. Kind of cool. Kind of an idea. I'm not a messy person like that, so I would probably never do that, just saying. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. The grass is spreading on its own. But I am going to need at least one more pasture seed over here. Oh, nice. Spread grass. There it goes. Cool. All right, so we'll be right back. So one thing I should actually remind all you guys out there that I actually didn't realize is that the grass will not turn into a pasture seed if you throw it into a mana pool with the alchemical catalyst underneath it. It has to be a regular boring mana pool. So that means I have to kind of run over here and do this, which is no big deal. Just figured I'd mention it. Okay, so to round out the episode, we are going to find some place to store these guys, and I think I pretty much figured it out. I'm gonna put them right here. I moved the berries over to here. They look pretty cool in the wall. I absolutely love these factory blocks. The connected textures that they do just look so good. I'm glad I have it everywhere. In case you're curious, our power is doing just fine, no issues. Although something is draining it. I'm pretty sure that's all the autonomous activators just running and running and running. So it definitely uses a fair bit of power to constantly have this XP thing running, especially since the autonomous activators need power now. So just keep that in mind that occasionally it might be worth turning off, especially if you don't need XP for anything. But we actually need a ton of XP, which is why I'm still letting it run. So anyway, we have 16 different types of wool, different colors of wool, so we need 16 slots. Hey, look, we have 16 drawers. Where's my hammer? Oh, it's in my bag. All right, screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. Good, it'll be even on the wall. So, downside. Stairs are back there, but I don't really care. It stairs down to my mine shaft, so it doesn't necessarily need to be pretty. Even though it's like right there. As always, hold shift and right click to get them to place on top of each other or below another without them trying to place into one another. And then under here I have the drawer controller ready, and then the ender chest, which actually, now that I think about it, I think I will need at least one item conduit. So let's grab, I don't know, like a handful, just in case some weird shit happens. And hey, since we're up here, let's run over here and get this chest down. Now this chest, I don't think, this chest won't need an ender conduit. Nice, look how well it's doing. Holy crap, that's awesome. So yeah, let's just put you like right there. And for the color, I just picked like light blue. Because chances are, I'm not going to stay with this setup, the ender chest setup, for too terribly long. So this is just kind of like temporary. I'll more than likely use these ender chests for something else in the future. So I'm going to actually go ahead and toss these guys out of this chest to make sure that everything's going where it's supposed to go. Actually, you know what I can do? That. Really, you're going to be like that? Come on, pick it up. What? Oh, I guess you do have to be touching it. That's fine. I thought it could be anywhere. Like within a range. But that's no big deal. Bam, it just instantly picks it all up. Alright, so give me this. And I need the ender chest. All the wool is out of my inventory, correct? Yes, yes. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, I need to set this guy too. Good, good. Everything's so quiet over here. And down we go. See, this is why I decided not to run ender conduits, ender item conduits, because that is like a super far. Like I could, but I don't see the point in it, because again, that would also be temporary. So ender chest, I'm going to put actually underneath this, like this. Put the ender chest there. Oh, just kidding. Gonna put the controller there. Now it should have access to all of these guys. I'm pretty sure the the drawer controller from storage drawers will interact with wooden drawers. I don't think they need to be compacting drawers. If they do, I'll be really surprised. So that should go in like that. And there we go. Insert. Always active. Nice. It's working! I'm trapped. Da-da-da! Nice. Bam! Done. Build complete. Simple as that. Although I do have that one sheep that... Wait, what? Okay, so one of these is doubled somewhere. Is it? What? Light gray, regular wool. But yeah, I had one sheep that I killed by accident, so... Oh yeah, up. I always try to go down. So I will need to replace that guy. Oh, I know why all the different color wool is there. It's because that wool was there before that sheep died. So we're good. So yeah, I'll have to replace this guy, and I'll have to wait. Ooh, you know what I actually should do? I need all of these sheep to regain their wool, so I can tell which sheep I'm missing. So what I'm going to do is actually hit this hopper hawk. Or actually, no, just kidding. I'm going to hit this guy with a lever, which should shut him off like normal. There's no like visual indicator that he's on or off or anything. I don't like that. I don't know if I'll use this type of timer again going forward. There's zero indication of this thing even working looking at it. So that's a negative downside for me. But other than that, it's cool. So there you go, guys. That is how you automate a wool farm with Botania. Now, again, you can use any type of timer for this, or you could use no timer for this and let it just constantly waste mana, but I don't really recommend that. Or you can do it manually with a button or with a lever yourself, but I recommend a timer of some sort from Blue Power or Project Red or RF Tools, even if the RF Tools one doesn't really give you any indicators that it's actually doing anything. it's all good. Boom, there you go. So that's how you know it is at least doing something. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know in the comments if you feel maybe there's something I could do a little bit better, or if you think this is the greatest thing you've ever seen, or if you think you've seen this before. Well, you're probably right. This is a fairly common build, but I like to do it all a little bit, my own style. So in this next episode, we will more than likely come back and head towards working towards the end, because there's some really cool stuff that I would like to do to kind of bypass this long corridor that I have to get over here in case I need to check on my sheep. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. I have been Lanolin, and this has been Modded Minecraft episode 31. See you next time. Bye.